Spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Make sure you watch the episode before watching this video because we will be giving details of the show. So make sure you watch the episode first. Hi y'all, I'm Ivy.
And I'm Yak.
And welcome to another episode of Showroom. In today's video, we're going to be giving y'all a couple thoughts about the new episode of The Girl from Plainville.
Michelle Cotter, 17-year-old girl. Texts her friends for 3 days telling them her boyfriend's missing, but this girl knew he wasn't missing. She was in contact with him the whole time, right up until he killed himself.
But before we get started, make sure y'all grab y'all drinks, y'all snacks, and relax your body.
Clear your mind.
Open your soul. Forget everything you got going on at home, at work.
All that.
And come vibe with us. Welcome to our room. Alright y'all, but before we get started, make sure y'all like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on that post notification bell so y'all know when we upload. Y'all, this episode I feel like was just like a look into more of Michelle's life, of course, more of Conrad's life, and basically what happened, like how she got into this legally, you know?
Yeah. No, we was asking for questions.
Exactly. So, let's get into our first thought, which was what was our favorite moment. So, y'all, my favorite moment of the episode
What part?
is not funny, but it's when Michelle was on her laptop, her sister's laptop, and she wasn't supposed to be on the laptop. And her sister gonna come in and basically take the laptop and was like, you just stalking your girls. Or, she said their name. I forgot their name. She was like, you just stalking those girls and they don't even like you.
What are you doing on my computer? You're not supposed to use a computer at all. Mom and Dad told me.
5 more minutes.
To do what? Stalk Natalie and Cassie who don't even like you?
I'm just like, dang, that was like hurtful. But what it showed me is that the little sister actually be watching, the little sister be paying attention, and she could even see that these girls don't like Michelle. So, like, she even know what's going on, you know? So, that just showed how aware the sister is of basically Michelle's situation, you know?
Oh, yeah. She definitely know what's going on.
Yeah.
And know, basically, she like everybody else, you got fooled.
Not me.
Not me.
She'll call her out quick, you know? Oh, they better not question her.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be bad.
But, what was yours?
You remember in the episode when I seen it, when she was dancing with Conrad and they turned it into a High School Musical right in front of our eyes. I'm like, really? And then they slow motion there, doing the Dollywood trick with the camera and all types of tricks. I'm like, oh man. Then I started thinking about it. Ain't nobody out there with her.
Michelle?
She looked like a plum fool in the middle of the street.
I said, what I say? I said, why? Somebody gonna honk the
Yo,
horn.
you said, why somebody honked the horn at her?
Yeah, but then the crazy part about it is she is out in the middle of nowhere, and it's kind of like introspective to how she is in real life, because she really lets be aimlessly walking around, not a care in the world.
Yep.
So that was my favorite moment.
All right, y'all. So our next thought is, who is the biggest threat? And I feel like I kind of got like a different threat.
Okay.
Because it's not really a threat to Michelle.
Who is it then?
But it's Conrad's dad.
Maybe there's no harm in trying it. Yeah? For a little bit? Mean a lot to your mom.
What about you?
Like I said, mean a lot to your mom.
And Conrad's dad.
Oh, you talking about a threat to the whole situation that even started?
Yeah, I feel like it was a threat to Conrad just because of their mentality. You know, they're older, they work hard, you know, and their mentality is different around mental health and stuff like that. They look at it as weak, and I felt like that was a threat to Conrad by being called weak. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that affected him. So I feel like both of them was a threat. I don't know if they were trying to be, but like I said, just their whole mentality around Conrad's mental health, I feel like they displayed it wrong to him. They explained it wrong to
I
him.
mean, that first altercation kind of gave you eyes on that. Mm-hmm. It kind of showed, like, in the midst of everything that's going on, they still having that type of animosity toward the whole subject. I'm
exactly. And then at the end, didn't the lawyer say something about abuse or something?
Like something like that.
So yeah, we got to see more about that. But definitely their mindset and the way they treated Conrad because of that. I feel like I don't know if it was the main reason for what he did, but I feel like it definitely could have added to it. You know.
That was definitely a good one. My biggest threat, it's kind of different too. It's the whole laws of wherever they at. What, Massachusetts?
Yeah, well, he may be loud, but he's not an idiot. He knows as well as we do. There's no law against assisted suicide in Massachusetts.
That's where they at? I think so.
So it's the whole laws. I'm just looking at it from the case now, and I'm looking at it like, with it being a no assisted suicide, I guess I'm kind of looking further because I'm looking at it like they can't use it as an assisted because it doesn't even exist there. Mm-hmm. So they have to go to the point that basically she helped pull the, mm-hmm. proverbial. So I'm looking at it like that. How are they gonna prove that? They gotta go all out on her.
They have to.
Because of that law right there. Yeah.
So y'all, our next thought is who made the biggest mistake, and mine's kind of playing to the biggest threat. I feel like Conrad's dad made a mistake just by not taking his mental health serious. And like I said, I don't believe it was intentional, but it's just a mindset, and we see where he get it from. He get it from his dad, you know. So just by him not taking it seriously, I feel like was, a mistake.
Yeah, but he coerced the whole situation.
Oh, with the therapy and stuff?
Yeah, he didn't even ask him. Didn't even. Well, what he did was he basically just
asked and answered.
That's exactly what he did.
Him, yeah.
That's exactly what he did. But he basically turned it all on her, though. Mm-hmm. He was basically making, like, not only did you say ask and answer, but he basically pushed him to the answer. Mm-hmm. So
he wasn't very. It don't seem like he was very encouraging about the therapist and stuff like that. So, I mean, the way he came off to his son was probably like, no, I don't want to do that, you know?
Right.
So, yeah, I feel like just his whole mindset about, what happened, just downplaying it, not taking it seriously. And mental health should be taken very seriously. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make you weak. It's nothing like that. So, that, really could affect someone who's going through it and make you think like, dang, what's wrong with me? Am I really weak? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just nothing. I'm just weak. And he already having those feelings. So definitely not
they
something
all played a part, basically.
Yeah, definitely nothing that should be downplayed. It should definitely be taken serious. And like I say, I don't know if it's his intentions, but it's just that, look at his dad. His dad and him felt the same way. So,
but what went wrong with him and mom's then?
I don't know.
Or did nothing go wrong and he just couldn't face her because he had gave that promise?
That could be it. That's why I was like, it looked like him and his mom had a good relationship. So I was kind of confused on to why he didn't leave her a letter. So I guess we'll find out. So what was your biggest mistake?
So my biggest mistake, we always going off and we basically looking out for who the real problem, for who the real victim of the situation was. But I'm looking at, like, how did that dynamic change where him and Michelle.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to see.
So I'm putting two and two together, and I'm looking at this little friend.
Okay.
I remember at the beginning you was looking at it like, oh yeah, she had something to do with her.
Yeah, I thought she was dead.
Right, but then we found out she had moved away, and we saw how the break was on that, and we like, okay, so what did she play in it? Was that the turning point where she started doing things that was done to her, where she was like, okay, because basically she probably feel like she pulled her all the way up, because regardless of how she was acting at that door,
She read our texts. Went through all of our messages on Facebook. Everything.
So?
So? She thinks you're obsessed with me.
Well, I'm not.
I'm not into girls, Michelle.
she wasn't acting like that at first.
Yeah, we knew she was lying, but you know, her mom made her do it. You know.
So there's a whole little situation going on with that. So that's what I'm looking at, only on behalf of Michelle, to see like, was that the point where she started just spiraling out of control?
Yeah. That's a good take.
So that brings us to the next thought, and that's the final thoughts.
So y'all, my final thoughts is basically what I've been saying. We found out how Dad feel about what Conrad tried to do. We also found out how Conrad did it, you know, or tried to do it. We also see that Michelle was actually in his life at this time. So this was the second time, right? Because I remember when they was at the beach, she was like, you know, I tried to do something. So I'm thinking this was maybe his second attempt.
Yeah, I think so. The stomach pump and all that.
Yeah, so we saw that Michelle was actually there for him. So I'm gonna yak on this one, like, where did this go wrong, you know? And basically we found out about Michelle and Susie's relationship, which is, you know, what happened when Susie's mom made her stop talking to Michelle, even though we knew Susie had feelings for her. But yeah, that's my final thoughts.
I'm just wondering if this episode was even accurate. I'm wondering if, like, was that everything from Michelle's point of view? Because at the end of them text messages,
That's what I'm saying.
I want to see what these text messages say. That's going to point the picture. That's going to be like the voice from the dead, basically, of Conrad speaking. So I want to find out, was it really like how she put it? Because she probably indulged everything to him.
Yeah.
Before she broke him down.
You're right. Kind of so far, we've been seeing a lot of stuff from Michelle's point of view, you know?
Exactly.
I just want to see, where did this go wrong, you know? But alright, y'all, that's all we have for this episode. Let us know down below in the comments, what do y'all think? Do y'all think this is what really happened? Is Michelle stretching it a little bit? Let us know down below. Alright, y'all, of course, don't forget to like and subscribe and come back and get this fire content.